T-app data breach. Women's private messages and phone numbers exposed. The latest data breach of the women's safety app T is alarming, revealing not just user images and locations, but also private messages and phone numbers. This marks the second significant security lapse for T in recent times, highlighting serious vulnerabilities in the app's protection mechanisms. Just a few days after thousands of user verification images and locations were leaked from archived app data, new information has emerged about a second, even more severe breach. An independent security researcher, Kasra Rajardi, verified by 404 Media, managed to access a second database containing private messages sent as recently as last week. These messages included sensitive details such as shared phone numbers, intimate relationship discussions, and conversations about abortion. But here's where it gets controversial. Rajardi also gained access to back-end app features, including the ability to send mass push notifications to users' devices. This raises questions about the extent of control hackers could have over the app and its users. The researcher noted that the second vulnerability existed until late last week, around the same time the initial hack was reported. In response to the first breach, T issued a statement on Friday, asserting that no current user data had been exposed. However, in a follow-up to 404 Media, T clarified that they were actively working to contain the incident, conducting a full investigation with external cybersecurity firms, and cooperating with law enforcement. The T app has recently gained significant attention due to its controversial nature as an alleged man-shaming platform. Prior to the breach, there were mixed feelings among users regarding the app's data storage practices. While some appreciated the need for secure, women-only spaces to share stories and protect one another, others were concerned about the privacy implications of storing personal information, including that of men discussed within the app. And this is the part most people miss. Despite the ongoing debate about the app's effectiveness, hackers exploited the security weaknesses to target T's female user base. Following the initial breach, hackers used the leaked geolocation data to create a nationwide map of T users, explicitly breaching the promise of anonymity offered by the app. Personal images were also pulled from the database to ridicule users publicly, and some individuals created imitation apps aimed at men discussing intimate details of women's bodies. This series of events underscores the critical importance of robust cybersecurity measures, especially in applications designed to provide safety and privacy. As the investigation into these breaches continues, it remains to be seen what changes T will implement to safeguard user data and restore trust in its platform. What do you think? Should women-only apps prioritize complete anonymity? Or is some level of data sharing necessary for functionality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Cybersecurity experts' insights on T's data breach. Imagine your most personal photos suddenly exposed to the world without your consent. That's the reality for users of the T app, a platform designed to let women anonymously share dating experiences for safety. Last Friday, the company confirmed a data breach affecting 72,000 images, including 13,000 selfies submitted during account verification. But here's where it gets controversial. The app's core feature, requiring women to upload a selfie to verify their identity, has now become a focal point for cybersecurity experts and privacy advocates. And this is the part most people miss. Even a simple selfie can be a gateway to far more dangerous consequences. Rachel Toback, CEO of Social Proof Security, warns that these images, when paired with government-issued IDs, could be weaponized to hack bank accounts or bypass other security systems. She urges T users to freeze their credit, remove personal data from data brokers, and adopt tools like password managers and two-factor authentication. But the debate doesn't stop there. Albert Fox-Kahn of the Surveillance Technology Oversight Project raises a critical question. Is the rise of facial recognition and identity verification truly making us safer? or just creating new vulnerabilities for law enforcement and hackers to exploit. Opting out is the best protection we have, Khan argues, challenging the assumption that more data collection equals more security. This isn't the first time dating apps have faced scrutiny. In 2014, Tinder's location tracking flaw exposed users' physical locations. In 2015, Ashley Madison's infamous hack leaked the data of millions of users. Now, T's breach adds to a growing list of cautionary tales. Richard Bleck, CEO of AI security firm Exoc Corp, highlights a chilling risk. Stolen images could fuel AI-driven attacks like deepfakes or biometric spoofing. Biometric data doesn't expire, he explains. Unlike a password, you can't just reset your face. The stolen information will linger, ripe for misuse. So, what's the takeaway? Cybersecurity experts agree. The more data companies collect, the bigger the target they become. But here's the twist. While some governments are pushing for stricter age verification laws, like Texas's recent mandate for app stores, critics argue these measures often prioritize convenience over privacy. As you read this, ask yourself, do the benefits of identity verification outweigh the risks? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is far from over. Second major data breach exposes sensitive user DMs on T app. Intrigued by the headline? Let's delve deeper into the story that's got everyone talking. The second significant security lapse involving T, the women's dating safety app, has revealed far more sensitive user data than the initial breach reported last week. An independent security expert has discovered that hackers could potentially access messages discussing highly personal topics, such as abortions, infidelity, and even private phone numbers, exchanged between users. Initially, T claimed that the incident involved a legacy data storage system containing information from over 2 years ago. But the latest issue affecting a separate database is much more recent, encompassing messages up until just last week, as confirmed by 404 Media's verification of the researcher's findings. The researcher also stumbled upon the capability to send a push notification to all T users, a potential avenue for further exploitation. The gravity of this situation cannot be overstated. Sensitive data, if misused, could pose serious risks to T's users. The app encourages users to adopt anonymous usernames upon registration, but the nature of their messages made it shockingly easy for 404 Media to uncover the real-world identities of certain users. Social media handles, phone numbers, and real names shared within these private chats left users vulnerable to identification. Moreover, these conversations often contain damaging allegations against individuals whose names were also mentioned in the private messages, making them easily identifiable. And this is the part most people miss. The implications of this breach go beyond mere privacy concerns. It raises questions about trust and the responsibility of tech companies in safeguarding user data. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it enough for companies to merely apologize and tighten security measures after such incidents? Or should there be stricter regulations and consequences in place? To continue reading, you'll need to become a paid member for unlimited ad-free access to articles, bonus podcast content, and more. Join us today and be part of the conversation shaping the future of digital privacy. Subscribe www.404media.co/membership for free access to this post and other weekly highlights delivered straight to your inbox. Sign up as a free member. Subscribe www.404media.co/signup. Already a member? Log in to access your exclusive content. Sign in https:404media.co/signin.